Martin Donovan stars as Richard Barnett, a man struggling with both the recent suicide of his wife and his inability to connect with his young daughter. But as he attempts to deal with this, he soon finds himself at the mercy of a sadistic individual intent on teaching him exactly what it's like to be a killer, in Duress. Hi, I'm Cinematico Magnifico of AmoralCrackpot.com, and welcome to the Nightly Chill. Duress, from actor-turned-director Jordan Barker, is a taut thriller that isn't afraid to get right to the nitty-gritty, happily hacking away at the lingering bits of sanity and emotional stability of an already damaged man by exposing him and us to swift, cold, and utterly brutal violence without any attempt or desire to glorify such things. Donovan's turn as a deeply troubled widower and now single father is a surprisingly layered one. Donovan manages to present a character who is egocentric, yet somehow emotionally vulnerable. A man desperate to cling to the remaining bit of happiness left in his life, but isn't quite sure how to do so. Meanwhile, a young Ariel Winter does an amazing job in her role as Richard's equally detached daughter, Sarah. Most child actors aren't known for their wide range of emotions, but that plays to character here, as Winter is wholly believable as a girl left alone to deal with both her mother's death and her father's subsequent emotional distancing. Now, this dynamic is only further complicated by the sudden appearance of Sakis Rovas as Abner Salvi, and his mysterious desire to have Richard understand and empathize with the killer's state of mind. That said, Rovas does come across as a bit atypical in this otherwise underacted film, with his performance perhaps a bit too smart and charming. However, it's because of the more subtle touches he adds to his role, a twinkle in his eye, an upturning of the corner of his mouth that isn't quite a smile, that establishes Abner as a sort of twisted Mr. Miyagi to Richard's Daniel-san. He's proud of the way his student comes to understand and learn more and more with every sick lesson without even knowing it. But he also isn't exactly taking pleasure in the actual killing, and that just makes his performance all the more terrifying, as his cold detachment is juxtaposed to Richard's ever-increasing anxiety and instability. Of course, none of this would work as well as it does if it weren't for Barker's strong direction. For a man who's more often in front of a camera than behind it, Barker proves he's paid close attention on every set he's been on by frequently delivering on action, drama, and even horror. He's got an eye for visuals that capture the raw emotion of any given scene, even if he doesn't always manage to get his actors to carry their weight in them. And the lone exception that seems to prove the role is one particular scene in which Sarah's suppressed emotions and urges are supposed to finally come out in the middle of a soccer game, but instead comes across as a mild tantrum. That all said, Duress is an impressive, though not perfect, little movie that comes across better in part because of its few flaws. Its little quirks might irk some, possibly even pulling a few people out of the moment here and there. But for me, and I would believe most, it gives the movie an enjoyable surreal tint, like walking through a strange dream that feels just a little too real for comfort. And that's why for those looking for something just left of normal, semi-perfect, and wholly engaging from start to finish, then Duress is definitely worth chilling with. That's gonna do it for us tonight on the Nightly Chill. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, subscribe, and follow, and also be sure to leave me any questions, comments, suggestions for future reviews, and maybe even discuss today's movie at greater length. And as always, this video is brought to you in part by our viewers. If you'd like to learn how to support this and other projects, please visit AmoralCrackpot.com or check the description below. But until next time, y'all need to make like a tree and get out of here.